Walk into almost any grocery store. Raw almonds sit in one bin, roasted ones in another. Raw nuts usually cost a bit more. The roasted ones smell better and taste crunchier. Here is the question: are you paying extra for nutrition? Or just buying the raw means healthier idea? The question is not new. Li Shizhen wrote Compendium. It was a giant medical encyclopedia. He recorded walnuts, almonds, pine nuts, and hazelnuts. They were valued foods in that book. But the question he never asked was raw or roasted. Today, no food fear and no marketing fluff. We are looking at what he changes and what is worth money. In the compendium, walnuts were moistening and warming. Almonds used for cough and dryness, bitter ones toxic. Pine nuts were valued for rich oil and lubricating quality. Hazelnuts were thought to strengthen digestion. These descriptions come from tradition, not modern science. The walnut brain idea was symbolism, not science. We will not use an ancient book to prove modern nutrition. But it does show that nuts have been valued across cultures. Modern nutrition asks different questions. What happens to fats when you roast a nut? What about vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants? Does roasting help digestion or create harmful compounds? Does any of this justify the raw versus roasted price gap? What is the difference? First, let us clarify what we are comparing. Raw nuts unroasted, they may be pasteurized but not baked. Dry roasted nuts are heated without oil. Oil roasted nuts are cooked in oil, adding fat and calories. Flavored nuts may be loaded with salt, sugar, and honey. They can also contain many seasonings. In this video, roasted means plain dry roasted, unless we specifically say otherwise. Nutrition. Does roasting destroy nutrition? Mostly no. Fat, protein, and minerals in nuts are stable. Some vitamin E and B vitamins may degrade with heat, but the vitamin loss is quite small. Minerals like magnesium and zinc are barely affected. In fact, roasting can reduce phytic acid. This may help your body absorb some minerals. The nutritional gap of raw and dry roasted nuts is small. Oxidation. The real risk is not heat, it is oxidation. Nuts are rich in unsaturated fats. These fats go rancid in heat, light, and oxygen. Rancid nuts taste bitter or off. They are not good for your body. But oxidation depends more on storage than on roasting. Buy small amounts and keep them sealed, cool, and dark. Refrigerate or freeze them if you will not eat them soon. If they smell or taste off, throw them out. Roasted nuts can be easier to digest for some people. Heat breaks down phytic acid, making chewing easier. That said, the difference is not dramatic. A sensitive gut may prefer roasted, raw is fine for others. The most important factor is how much you eat. It is not whether the nut was heated. Safety. What about acrylamide and ages, the compounds people fear? Plain roasted nuts contain very low levels of these. Acrylamide forms in high-starch foods like fries and bread. These compounds do not form in nuts. Ages rise when sugar is added, so choose plain nuts. The real thing to avoid is burnt, dark, or bitter nuts. The real problem. Now back to the question, which one is wasting your money? A plain dry roasted nut is not a waste. A raw nut is not a waste either. The waste happens when you buy flavored roasted nuts, or sugar-coated nuts that look like health food. Honey butter and salted barbecue nuts are closer to candy. Sugar-glazed nuts are also closer to candy than whole food. Check the ingredient list, best option has one ingredient. Storage and choice. So how do you choose between them? Pick raw nuts for more vitamin E and antioxidants. Raw nuts also have a softer texture. Pick plain dry roasted nuts for crunch and flavor. They are also easier to store. Avoid oil roasted and heavily seasoned nuts. For most people, plain dry roasted offers the best value. It is stable, tasty, and usually cheaper than raw. Storage can make or break your purchase. The enemies of nuts are oxygen, light, and heat. Raw nuts are especially vulnerable to moisture and mold. Keep them airtight, dark, and cool. Refrigerate or freeze them for long-term storage. Always smell them before eating. Rancid, bitter, or moldy nuts should go in the trash. So which one is wasting your money? If you buy raw or dry roasted nuts, neither is a waste. The real waste is paying a premium for raw nuts, thinking they are magically better. Or buying flavored nuts thinking they are health food. The rule is simple: buy plain, read labels, store well. Eat a small handful daily. Taste is the main difference. Your overall diet matters far more than one nut. This video is for health education, not medical advice. If you have allergies, digestive disease, or special needs, talk with a doctor or registered dietitian.